Hi, I'm Bob Wolverton, your Northwest Realty Advisor, and how are you on this fine day? Me, I'm all set to go with another 4-minute market update. Today we're going to do the 98021 zip code, so stick around. Okay, today we mailed out another invitation to this YouTube channel. This invitation went to the 98021 zip code, so as a form of welcome to the YouTube channel, we're going to focus our market update on your specific zip code. We're going to do it in 4 minutes, at least we're going to try to do it in 4 minutes. So here we go, starting now. Normally when you look at a market update, you're going to be looking generally at a city area in its totality. However, we're going to get more specific in that because the city of Bothell is made up of 3 zip codes, and 98201 is just one of those 3. Whereas if you see on the screen here, if we look at just the city of Bothell, last week the median sale price for a single family home in Bothell was basically $740,000. But if we go to the specific zip code of 98021, we see in that zip code the median price was higher than that, basically $840,000. When we move over to the right, we look at the median list price at $840,000. We see that double upward arrow. That means there's still a strong upward trend. Now, if that wasn't specific enough for you as far as a market trend, if you live in that zip code, I break it down even further, and I break down the sales of the last 90 days into quartiles. Now, you generally have a really good idea of what the value of your home is, so you're going to be able to identify which quartile would best represent your home. In this particular zip code, the top 25% of homes sold, the median price was just over $1 million, $1,066,000. The next 25%, that upper second quartile, $900,000. The lower third at $783,000, and that bottom fourth quartile, the median price was $500,000. When we go to the right of that chart, we look at days on market. These top 2 quartiles are skewed because the vast majority of these were new construction. So people are purchasing a home that's under construction and waiting for it to be built so they can move in. That's delaying closing, in essence, inflates the days on market. For example, when we look at the days or the homes in this zip code that sold in the last 90 days, this very first one at the top at 1.2 million, it was on the market for 48 days. That was resale. So that's a pretty good representative example of how, if you're in this quartile and doing a resale, how long your home may be on the market. The next one down, the several down where you see the 3 digits, those were new construction, and that's why they're in triple digits for days on market, and that's what's skewing our numbers for these top 2 quartiles. But when you look at the bottom 2 quartiles at 38 days, you start looking at 38 to 45 days, regardless of which quartile you're in on a resale. That's going to be a pretty representative example. Now, when we look at the median price, the green line is the 7-day average for this specific zip code, and it gets really noisy. So we throw in the 90-day average line there to kind of make some better sense of it. You can still see there's a strong upward trend on the median price, and that green line being higher than the purple line indicates that we're still going to continue that trend in the near future. Now, here's the tricky part, is those quartile prices. So those $1 million homes represented by the green line, you can see those prices are starting to level out because demand is softening in that particular quartile. But the other 3 quartiles, still very strong demand, specifically in that bottom 4th and that lower 3rd quartile. Still really strong demand in those 2. And then as we come down to price per square foot, we see the price per square foot is still on an upward climb, with that green line being higher than the purple line. That's going to continue in the near future. And of course, our inventory has been on a downward slide for quite a while now. However, one promising point here is you look at that green line, you see for the last couple of weeks we've had an upward tick there. So hopefully that trend will continue into spring. We'll start seeing more inventory coming on, and the multiple offer situation, hopefully that'll be softening a little bit, making it easier for buyers and sellers both. Obviously, we're still in a very strong seller's market, and we can see that activity by quartile where those $1 million homes, the demand for those is dropping off substantially, which is why you're seeing those prices level out. But demand on those other 3 quartiles is still really high. So that brings us to our 4-minute mark on our 4-minute market update. I hope you got value out of this. If you did, click on that subscribe button, because I'll keep doing these if you keep finding value, and that's how you indicate to me that these are important to you, by clicking on that subscribe button. If you know somebody else that could use this information, go ahead and share the link, send this video to them. Also, my email and my phone number are down in the comment section below. I drink coffee. If you want to talk about real estate, I would be glad to meet you for coffee. Give me a call. I'll meet you somewhere. We'll have a cup of coffee. We can talk details on real estate all day long. My name's Bob Wolverton. I'm your Northwest Realty Advisor. See you next week.